Hello everyone, I just hope that you are not bored with this lesson. So don't worry, this is our last session of this lesson. So we have already learned many steps. Okay, again I am not revise that because I know that you are doing that. So now we will start our remaining part. In that we will learn two steps, that is harvesting and storage. Okay, the small points are there, that is harvesting and storage, that we will learn. So after the many steps, after many time of the farmers efforts, when the crops are mature, then one another step is the cutting of that crops, and that process is known as a harvesting. Okay, means what? After maturation of the crops, that crops are going towards the cutting of that grains and all. Okay, so that process is known as a harvesting, means we are just cutting the crops. Here also we can use the traditional method, here also we can use the modern method. Okay, in traditional method we are using the manual labor, means we are using the human efforts. Okay, so first, when the harvesting process start, first we have to cut that crops with the help of sickle. See, okay, the first step of the harvesting is you have to cut the crop by sickle, that is by manual labor. Also you can use a machine, that is a harvester, that is in second image, that also you can use. Okay, you can use sickle also, you can use harvester also for this harvesting. So first step in the harvesting is cutting of the crops by sickle or by harvester. Next, after cutting of that crops, okay, that harvested crops, the grain seeds that should be separated from that chaff. Chaff means what? See, here our grains are actually present. Okay, so that we have to remove. So the person is just threshing that harvested crops for removal of the grains. We can see here the removed grains from this chaff. So that is a threshing process. Again, for that threshing process we can use a machine, we can use a modern technique. Okay, so this machine also we can use for this threshing. Threshing means what? We are actually the that crop just putting on the rod for the removal of the grains from this harvested crop. So that threshing also we can use this combine machine, means harvesting, that cutting also and the threshing also done by this machine. So that's why the harvester and the thresher, that's why the machine is known as a combine, that doing the work of harvester also and the thresher also. Okay, so first is the cutting of the trees, next one is a threshing of the cutting of the crops, that we can use this harvester also. Next step in harvesting is threshing, again for that we can use this thresher. And the next point is winnowing. Winnowing means what? When the grains are there, these grains are there, that actually covered by something, that covered by something, so that again we have to remove. Correct. So that in that process the farmers which have the means small scale production is there, so farmers can use this winnowing machine, that actually shown in your textbook page number 11 figure 1.9. okay, winnowing machine is there, that maybe you have already learned in previous class. So that is all about the harvesting. In this harvesting we are cutting the crops and we are removing the grains from this crops by threshing and winnowing. That's it about all the harvesting. Okay, maybe you know about the harvest festival. That anybody know harvest festivals? Yes, the season wise festivals are known as a harvest festivals that celebrated in India. For example, Baisakhi, Holi, Bihu. Okay, in different states we are celebrating these harvest festivals. Okay, so that is the general information. So just remember about the harvesting. Okay, in harvesting what we are doing. Okay, from sickle we can cut the crops, then by harvester also we can cut, then threshing, for that also we can use this machine, and the last one in harvesting that we are doing the winnowing process. So all these about harvesting. Now after too much waiting, when the farmers are getting the grains, the last step of the basic practices of crop production is the storage, which is the most important task. Yes, this is a task, not a step. See, we are just taking the large production of crops, but we are not we can't take care of that grains. So our efforts will, what will happen when we are not taking care of these grains? Yes, we just lost our crop production. So storage is the most important task because we should protect that grains from many things. So one by one we will learn that which things are affect the grains. So see, the grains should be properly stored if they are to be kept for a longer period. If you want to use that grains for longer periods, you have to store that grains properly, because see, many pests are there, the moisture is there, many microorganisms are there, they can affect directly to our grains. Maybe you have observed that when you are just taking something grains from the market, your mother just putting the some leaves, okay, or boric powder is there. Maybe you know about the boric powder. Okay, we are just mixing the boric powder in our grains. Why? Yuhi? No? Yes, because we have to protect that grains from the pest. Okay, see, first thing that they need to be protected from pest and moisture. Means what? If moisture, the grains are in moisture condition, maybe fungi, algae can grow. So that's why we should protect the grains. Next one, the freshly harvested seeds should be dried before they are stored. If you are putting the moisture, means the wet harvested seed, that again attacked by the microorganisms and a pest, means many rat and all, they can eat your grains. So from these things we have to protect our grains, and for that what we can do, that see, the grains are stored in jute bags or metallic bins. Means jute bags means like this, or the metallic bins. Maybe in our home many dabbe are there, you know, that metal bins are there, okay, where our mother is just keeping all the grains. So we can store that grains in a jute bags or metallic bins. Whatever the bins are there, bags are there, you should keep in a dry place. Okay, don't keep in a wet place. Next one, dried neem leaves, that I have already told that your mother is keeping leaves, that leaves are actually of the neem plant, that also protect our grains to damage by the pest. Okay, so we can add the dried neem leaves also. Next one, now these two things we can do if the production is on small scale. But if the production is on large scale, so see, we can use these two things. The first picture is about the silos, okay, where we can keep more amount of grains. See the silos in first picture, and the next one, the dry place is there where the proper sunlight is there, proper air is there, and the jute bags are there. So granaries is there where we can store our grains, okay, in more amount. So this is all about the storage. Okay, so I hope that you have understand about the harvesting and the storage. So here we have completed our basic steps of crop production. First one, what is the first one? Yes, preparation of soil. Next, sowing of seeds. Third, addition of manure and fertilizer. Fourth one is, which is the fourth one? Irrigation. Next one is the protection from weeds. Next, harvesting, and the last one is storage. So that's all about the journey of crop, from crop to grains, from farm to market. And the last point is that we have already learned that agriculture means not only related to the plant, the agriculture is also depend or also related to the rearing of animals. Means when we are doing farming, we can also rearing the animals, okay, and when we are rearing the animals for food, so that is called animal husbandry. For example, we are rearing the cows and buffaloes for milk. We are rearing the goats and hen for meat. We are rearing the honeybees for honey. We are rearing the fish for food. So all these things are known as a animal husbandry. Okay. But when we are doing the animal husbandry or when we are rearing the animals, it is important that we have to provide proper food, proper shelter and care to that animal. Okay, so this is a short point of your lesson, that food from animals. So like a plant, we are taking food from animals also, and for that we are rearing the animals. It is called animal husbandry, and these are the examples. Okay, I hope that you have understand all the session of this lesson. If you have any doubt, you can ask in a comment box. Okay, just complete your notes. Okay, now you are in 8th standard, so always I am not giving the notes, I will just help you, but you have to do yourself. Tomorrow or in next session we will discuss about the exercise and the extra question. So till, just revise all the things, read all the things. If you have any doubt, ask, and take care of yourself. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.